decided to go ahead and finish my lashes. So, we can do parts. All that means when I do parts is it would have been one 30-minute video. And I do it in parts. And I've had some of you tell me, can you just put it in one big one? No, because that would take editing, and I am not a full-time YouTuber. I have a job. So I don't, editing takes hours, y'all. Hours. Some people, the big timers, hire someone to do their editing. I'm sure they approve it, and they're a part of the editing process, but the rough editing, I'm sure, is done by a professional editor, because they've got money, and they can pay someone. Probably they're making money on YouTube by that point. Here's another little fuzz. And so if you're making money on YouTube, I would definitely say hire an editor so you can get more content out faster and probably a little bit better quality than what I put out. Editing just has a real professional finished look, you know, where you can flip from thing to thing, where that makes it kind of funny, or it makes it, you get rid of downtime. Like right now, the editor may take down what I'm doing right now. But I kind of like to show you what it's like if you and me were just sitting here next to each other, getting ready. But some people don't like that, and that's okay. Again, I'm going to tip it out one more time. Tipping it out means I go with the tip end where there's a lot of goo. I purposely pull it out so there's some left on the ends. And just tip over the ends so that they're definitely well covered. And then I come back from the root out. And especially when it's this wet, you got to almost close your eye and bend it backwards. Because if you don't, it will get all over your crease and upper eye area. And then I always point the inner lash towards the nose. Should have done that a little faster because it's drying. And the outer one towards the ear. And what this does, when you put on a second coat, is it just makes it where you can really see how I did that too much and it hit right there. It kind of shows me my lashes are actually pretty long, even though they're sparse. And what I really like about this wand is it is this brush wand. It is very, what's the word? Spiky. So that when you get your second coat on like this, you can really comb through it well and get the clumps out. I mean, you want some of the clump. It's starting to clump up a little too much, to be honest. And again, over here, swirling around inside. Don't go in and out, go swirl around. When you go in and out, it's not because of bacteria. There's going to be bacteria in your wand. That's why you never share with anybody else. It's your bacteria. Don't share. But that's not what gives you bacteria. It gives you air down in there when you suck back and forth like that into the actual barrel, a mascara barrel, and that will just dry out your mascara really fast. But if you like to do that way, you go right ahead. But as soon as your mascara wand goes back down into the barrel, you're putting any bacteria that's on the wand in there. But it's your bacteria. So it's not like you're like getting something from someone. It's you. Do you hear that little? Alright, so now I'm going to tip out the lower lashes, and you definitely need to squint so it will lift the lashes and they don't hit underneath. Squinting, and a tip across them, and then I kind of pull them down like that. Pull them straight down. Somehow I took too long, and this is drying really weird, y'all. Really clumpy. You'll see. You know, when I'm looking at this mascara up close in the mirror, it almost has a ultraviolet blue mixed in with the black. And I think that may have a lot to do with how it works and why it looks so good. See how I'm having to go back over the top lashes to get them to stand up? That's because this is not waterproof. And if I had even done an eyelash curler, it probably wouldn't have helped much. But this has got really great coverage, so you know, just to look at me, you can tell I have mascara on, and that's how I want to look. I want to look like I have mascara on when I have mascara on. Went to a lot of trouble to have that stuff. Yeah, it is getting clumpy. And normally on a second pass, it's not this clumpy. So it may be that it's an older, I don't think it's older, barrel, too, whatever. I'm doing so weird with words. But anyway, this is one of my favorite. It's my go-to non-waterproof mascara because of the formula. Because you can see it got a good bit of mascara on there. And because it's so gel-like, it grabs the lashes really good. Like if you got any lashes, it's going to grab them. Especially if you tip it out and then come through. And come through from the root out to the tip so that you get your whole lash. It will grab everything. So it's really good. And the other piece of that is the wand itself is a prickly little long wand. And so it really gets between, like combs through putting on mascara and pulling it off, putting it on, pull it off, and so it gives you a good amount of coverage, a good amount of coverage. So there it is, y'all. What do y'all think? So as far as my eye makeup, it reminds me that Jouer palette is very nicely blended. The colors are very well matched. My facial color is Sigma Beauty's blush palette and sculpting palette, and I think both of those are really great palettes. As far as the concealer, it's not really crepey, and I did put on a little bit of powder so that it wouldn't, be have color transfer underneath. Now I'm going to use a setting spray. And again, that was the Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray by Charlotte Tilbury. I'm not crazy about the scent of this. And I don't really notice much of a glow. Do y'all feel like it gave me a bit of a glow? Because y'all know when I use Flower Seal the Deal, Flower Beauty's Seal the Deal. You gotta shake it up good, but it definitely has glow. I don't know, I do feel like I have glow now, but I don't know if that's just moisture. I don't see any, yeah, it doesn't say that it does. So it may just be that my face is wet, it's still drying. Whereas when I put this on, it's got this glow all day long because, and you can see it, there's a little bit of opalescence to it. It's got some luminization to the actual spray, so that's the difference. But you know. And what color did I put on? Yeah, it's my soft rose. I could order some now. I'm almost out. I want to look at this Volcano Goddess palette again. Yeah, man. I'll do that on my next tutorial. That's a really pretty palette. I love that it's got this blue in it. There's no green. And if they just had a green, I think that would have made it. And a crater is almost like a vintage gold charcoal hue of a green. But since they have this beautiful Midnight Sapphire, and they also have Hematite, which is kind of a blue color. I wish they'd had something with a shade of green to it. That's my only thing about this palette. And I think it's a great palette for everyone, but this isn't for me. These two colors, this kind of bright orangey copper glitter. It's like a shimmer glitter. And the gilded gold. It's very yellow gold. But I do like the color next to, it's called Red Rock. And if I'm going to wear kind of a clay color, that's a pretty one. And then the top, well, it's the top. But I'm doing this upside down so the mirror doesn't get you. But it's got just your basic matte finish, white, cream, kind of a sandy brown tan. And that's just like a perfect naked eye right there, you know, when you blend that really well. But if you want to shimmer it up, Haze is good, Crater's good. And for transition color, this Agate Ash. So this is really actually a very good one. There's just a couple of colors I wouldn't use, and I wish there was one more in there, especially since on the front it's implied. See the green? I thought that was going to be in there. So maybe when I'm actually applying it, I will notice and go, oh, it definitely is. Y'all, I'm looking through my drawer over here and there's so many good things. Maybe I should start doing that instead of buying stuff. But I do like to show y'all some new products that are on the market because that is kind of what a YouTuber is supposed to do. So, you know, it's fine. I don't know what this is. Oh, this is that Flower Beauty. Is it? Oh, it's a lipstick. I should have used that. And then on the other end is a gloss. I think I will use a little Lumi gloss right in the center. Oh, that definitely added something. Something. Because when you blot like that, when you just put it on your lower lip like that, it gets right at your Cupid's bow too, and it gives a nice little shine. So that's nice. And then when you add this, see there is, as this has dried down, I don't see much luminescence. There's some, but this has definitely got luminescence. That's going to be shimmering all day long. Okay, y'all. Again, I don't have my earrings. I got to put some earrings on. Tell me what you think of this, and maybe I will do a devotional or something that I can do later in the day that shows you how this wore. And I do feel like sometimes I'm going to do a devotional on this channel too. It's not just on my Beth Buchanan Pure Bible channel, but please go over there and visit. Please subscribe to both channels and hit the little bell so that when I do an upload, you will be notified and you will see it. Okay? At your leisure. It doesn't make you have to go there. It just lets you know, hey, Beth uploaded. Where are we? It's time for us to be finished, so it's perfect. Alright, y'all. Again, I'm just going to kind of let you see my face and so that you can look at it and see if you like it. And please comment below, what do you think of the Makiage part of the product, which was the foundation and concealer. And I'll talk to y'all again soon. I feel like I'm fixing to choke. Love y'all. Bye.